well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm gonna go over some dent removal on my car. I took the kids to the skate park this afternoon, and some kid that wasn't paying attention was riding his bike or his scooter, ended up hitting the side of my door and leaving a dent on it. I didn't really see it happen, but I look at my doors all the time, and it was the side I was parked on. It was either the car next to me, or he was trying to ride between the car next to me, because the other side of the car was against the curb and left a big ass dent with left a little bit of rubber from his grip on the door too. I already rubbed that off, but left a pretty sizable dent. I'm gonna use some PDR tools I have laying around just to try to pull them out. So you can see the dent right there, right under the mirror. So it wasn't a door dent, because if there was a door, it would have hit the mirror before it got to the panel right here. So you could tell too, just the direction of it. It looks like he came in with the scooter from the front here, scraped it right there, and then you can see that the dent goes that direction. So, and it's kind of an elliptical U, not a straight dent like a door ding. So it's obviously some kind of bike grip or the end of a scooter. And a bunch of little kids out there, like my kids, just riding scooters all over the place, could have done that crap. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna have to, with this thing being like this, I'm gonna have to try to get to the dent from this direction and from that direction to get it all out correctly. What I'm gonna use is, I have a couple, I think last year I bought this on Amazon. It's a basic PDR kit. Came with a little dent hammer too. Because the thing with doing PDR is, once you push the dent out, you kind of gotta tap the high spots back in. So it came with that. It came with all these little, this little punch and some heads for that punch right there, and came with three different handles. So that one, the smaller handle, is pretty useless because you can't get much leverage on it. This one's pretty useful here. This one, you get some leverage out of it. I don't know if I used it for something or what, but it's kind of bent, so I'm not sure when that happened. And then you got this one. This one is probably the most useful one because it's got the most leverage and it's got the most reach. It's a pretty basic kit. I think I paid $40 for it or whatever. It also comes with this little wedge to wedge your door panel, so you get access between the window and the door panel, so you don't damage anything. And but that's really all that kit came with. They have more advanced kits with better ones, and these are definitely, I know they're not professional grade, but they're good enough for the amateur like me to kind of press out some of these dents, get them less noticeable. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that now. All right, so I'm looking at this dent using my little makeshift PDR board that I printed out of a computer. I think I made that with just some lines or something I found online, but you can see right there the dent, and it's a pretty, it looks like a small dent, but due to the impact of it, looks all the crowning of it that causes the metal on the top and bottom of the crease to be there. So I'm not a PDR expert. I just I've just tried this a couple of times, just taking out small dents. Most of the time I get about 95% good, but I watched a couple YouTube videos and stuff online, and I've had it done professionally on this car a couple of times, and the guys kind of explained to me how it all worked. But so you could see, so what we have to do is kind of tap down the crowns on the top and the bottom of this which will help alleviate some of that pressure on that crease right in the middle of the dent itself. So after hours and hours of working on this, finally got it almost gone. And after, you can kind of still see in the reflection that there's a little bump, but that's as best as gonna get. What I learned from this whole process is I should just pay someone to do this, because I wasted more time working on this than it was worth to pay someone like $70 or $80 to take it out professionally, and they probably would have gotten it 100% out versus the 90% I got it. Either way, straight on, it looks good. When you look at it in an angle or reflecting off something, that's when you can kind of see the ripples in it. That's because of the metal. You know, I flex the metal too much. It should only be one time that you put the metal in either direction for it to get done correctly by a PDR expert. But, you know, word to the wise, just let someone do it. Don't try it yourself.